Hello everyone, my name is Novia Trie. In this video, I'm gonna present it about Malta cultural dimension by Hofstede.
This is the diagram cultural dimensions of Malta. There is power distance in 56, individualism 59, masculinity 47, uncertainty avoidance 96, long-term orientation 47, and indulgence in 66.
Power distance. This dimension deals with the fact that all individuals in societies are not equal. It expresses the attitude of the cultures toward these inequalities amongst us. Power distance is defined as the extent to which the less powerful members of institutions and organizations within a country expect and accept the power is distributed unequally. Malta scores high on this dimension. Score is 56, which means that it is a hierarchical society. This means that people accept a hierarchical order in which everybody has a place and which needs no further justification. Hierarchy in an organization is seen as reflection in inherent inequalities. Centralization is popular, subordinates expect to be told what to do, and the ideal boss is a benevolent autocrat. Individualism. The fundamental issue addressed by this dimension is the degree of the independence a society maintains among its members. It has to do with whether people's self-image is defined in terms of I or we. In individualist societies, people are supposed to look after themselves and their direct family only. In collectivity societies, people belong to in groups that take care of them in exchange for loyalty. Malta, with a score of 59, is an individualist society. This means there is a high preference for a loosely knit social framework in which individuals are expected to take care of themselves and their immediate families only. In individualist societies often causes guilt and a loss of self-esteem. The employer or employer relationship is a contract based on mutual advantage. Hiring and promotion decisions are supposed to be based on merit only. Management is the management of individuals. For example, children tend to stay in the family home until they marry. Parents will often help their children acquire a house or a car. Children also tend to stay in close contact with their grandparents. Evening time, particularly dinner, is usually spent with the immediate family. Maltese will go to various lengths to maintain harmonious family connections. Masculinity. A high score masculine on this dimension indicates that the society will be driven by competition, achievement, and success, with success being defined by the winner or best in field, a value system that starts in school and continues throughout organizational life. A low score feminine on the dimensions means that the dominant value in societies are caring for others and quality of life. A feminine society is one where quality of life is the sign of success and standing out from the crowd is not admirable. The fundamental issue here is what motivates people, wanting to be the best, masculine, or liking what you do, feminine. Malta's score is 47 on these dimensions. As this is an intermediate score, no clear cultural tendency is shown.
Uncertainty avoidance. The dimension uncertainty avoidance has to do with the way that a society deals with the fact that the future can never be known. Should we try to control the future or just let it happen? This ambiguity brings with it anxiety, and different cultures have learned to deal with this anxiety in different ways. The extent to which the members of a culture feel threatened by ambiguous or unknown situations and have created beliefs, and institutions that try to avoid this is reflected is the score on uncertainty avoidance. Malta's score is 96 on these dimensions, and thus has a preference for avoiding uncertainty. Countries exhibiting high uncertainty avoidance maintain rigid codes of belief and behavior and are intolerant of unorthodox behavior and ideas. In these cultures, there is an emotional need for rules. Even if the rules never seem to work, time is money. People have an inner urge to be busy and work hard. Precision and punctuality are the norm. Innovation may be resisted. Security is an important element in individual motivation.
Long-term orientation. This dimension describes how every society has to maintain some links with its own past while dealing with the challenge of the present and future. And societies prioritize these two existential goals differently. Normative societies which score low on this dimension, for example, prefer to maintain time-honored traditions and norms while viewing society change with suspicion. Those with a culture which scores high, on the other hand, take a more pragmatic approach. They encourage driven effort in modern education as a way to prepare for the future. With an intermediate score of 47, a cultural tendency cannot be determined for this dimension. Indulgence, one challenge that confronts humanity now and in the past, is the degree to which small children are socialized. Without socialization, we do not become human. This dimension is defined as the extent to which people try to control their desires and impulses based on the way they were raised. Relatively weak control is called indulgence, and relatively strong control is called restraint. Cultures can therefore be described as indulgence or restraint.
The high score of 66 shows that Malta's culture is one of indulgence. People in societies classified by a high score in indulgence generally exhibit a willingness to realize their impulses and desires with regards to enjoying life and having fun. They possess a positive attitude and have a tendency towards optimism. In addition, they place a higher degree of importance on leisure times, act as they please and spend money as they wish.
That's all about my presentation. See you on my next video.